Hello everybody, I hope you guys are doing well. Happy New Year everybody. I hope that this new year is going to bring amazing things for each and every single one of us. So we're going to have a little look together. We're going to do a tarot reading for all signs from Aries all the way to Pisces. We're going to have a little look and see how this new year is going to impact us, what we can do to help navigate ourselves through it, and any advice from the universe. So we're going to go all the way through the signs. The timestamps will be down below. So I will see you guys in your reading. Make sure you check your sun, moon, and rising and any other signs that you feel are important to you and stand out the most. But let's have a little look together, okay? Okie dokie, Aries. Welcome. For any Aries placement, this is going to be an overall look at your 2024. All right, let's dive in. Let's see what's going on for you. I'm just going to quickly split the deck for you. All right, let's see. Let's see for you guys. So, in January, definitely feels like you guys are taking it slow and steady, but you are on the road to progress. The Knight of Pentacles is all about planting seeds and trying to figure out where it is you want to go next. And it's slow and it's steady, and it is ultimately going to lead you towards a lot of growth financially and in terms of your stability here. When it comes down to February, you have the Justice card. So in February, you are going to be making things right. You're going to be calling the shots. Things will be made fair. You might be dealing with some legal situations in the month of February, but ultimately you're trying to keep your life in balance and make very important decisions for when it comes down to this growth or financial situations. When it comes down to March, you have the Two of Swords, so having to make some really major decisions in the month of March. If you are stuck or uncertain about what decision to make, the Two of Swords asks of you to use your intuition whilst you're weighing up the pros and cons, of course, of the information that you have in the month of March regarding some sort of aspect. This Two of Swords may also represent the fact that something needs to be cut out of your life. So in the month of March, you will be kind of deciding what it is that you may need to let go of, what you intuitively feel like you need to let go of, whether it's people or habits here, and you will be making that decision to move forward. In the month of April, you have a lot of happiness and success with the Six of Wands. That is attraction, attention, feeling beautiful, feeling successful. There could definitely be a lot of good news in the month of April. It feels like this spring energy coming through in the month of April, where you're feeling more positive, you're feeling more vibrant, you're feeling more creative, you're feeling more, again, successful and victorious when it comes down to maybe some decisions that you made, some karmic decisions that you may have had to make for the last few months. So this is a really good month for you. In the month of May, you have the Judgment card. This is a card of learning a lesson and moving forward, ending old cycles, beginning new ones, and really feeling free. It's a card of release. It's a card of surrendering and moving into a new chapter. So the month of May is great for you guys. There could be a chance of reconciliation or catching up with somebody who may have been in the past, or a deeper understanding of why that connection may have not worked out. In the month of June, we have the King of Wands. There's a lot more creativity coming up for you, Aries, in the month of June. Feeling passionate, feeling creative, feeling like, you might be a bit of a manager here. Maybe you'll get promoted here. Or just feeling like you're really good at creating new projects, new ideas, and bringing them to life here. So this is very good. It's very passionate. It's very courageous. It's very bold, very charismatic. Again, similar to the Six of Wands. Whatever happened in the month of April might be repeating itself or getting even bigger and better. Your confidence is growing since April. Okay, so in the month of June, you're feeling successful, feeling in the spotlight, and again, definitely having a lot of new ideas for that month. In the month of July, Three of Pentacles, there does seem like there's a collaboration. This could also be the beginning of a relationship, by the way. For some, this is about you and somebody else, and maybe some other people involved working together to get the job done. This is really good when it comes down to finances or projects, by the way, because again, you're building a stable plan, foundation for that to grow tenfold in the future, okay? In the month of August, you have the Fool, a leap of faith, a new path, a new journey. There is a risk that you will be taking in the month of August. It feels like that this is something maybe in relation to a collaboration or whatever you're planning in July. You will be kind of taking that first step or launching it in the month of August. In the month of September, there's a little bit of heartache here. Maybe we're feeling a little bit heartbroken, a little bit sad. There could be some separation here in the month of in September. The Fool card, maybe something didn't work out very well, or maybe there is a little bit of defeat when it comes down to how you feel emotionally about how something was supposed to go. Could again be a relationship, a little bit of hardship coming through in the month of September. In October, though, things are looking stable. In the month of October, we have the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, a new path, a new journey. This is much more stable. Whatever you feel like you have lost through the year, you're gaining back again. In the month of October, you're getting good. I feel like this is, you could be receiving money here. You could be receiving help here. I really like this energy. So that's what I'm seeing in the month of October. November, a little bit of fears and worries are creeping up on you here. Maybe there are some deadlines that you guys are having to stick to at this time, and that could be creating a lot of worries and doubts and fears, sleepless nights, insomnia, or just a lot of nightmares. All right, so the best thing to do here is try not to assume the worst of a situation. Try to find solutions if you can, and if not, then give it to God here, because the Nine of Swords, it can create some sickness. December, it looks like there's wish fulfillment. So whatever you've been worried about, it does feel like in the month of December, you are having some wish fulfillment. You could again be discovering some people who have crushes on you. This is definitely a very lovely energy when it comes down to just feeling very satisfied, feeling very much like you have got what it is that you wanted out of the year. So despite there being a couple of months here being a little bit harder than others, overall this is very solid. There is results, there is ambition, there's creativity, there is releasing, and there's a new beginning here that will continue into the year beyond 2024. And I do see some wish fulfillment coming up for you guys this year. All right, Aries, my lovely angels, make sure that you check your other placements. I hope this was okay for you guys, and I hope to see you guys next. Hello, my lovely Tauruses. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's dive straight in. Let's see what's going on for you guys, okay? Just a little shuffle. Let's split the deck here. Alrighty, let's go. So in the month of January, you have the Nine of Swords. There could be some fears lingering in the month of January that might make you feel a little bit overwhelmed here, Taurus, but just don't let that get to you. There might be a few problems that you're going to be having to solve in the month of January, and that can be a little bit disheartening or worrisome, should I say. But the Nine of Swords is usually a card of overthinking or assuming the worst, so just make sure you're not doing that. Make sure that we're being realistic. Make sure that we're being honest with ourselves about whether or not a situation can actually have a resolution, and trying not to worry too much or lose sleep over this. All right. In the month of February, you have success. So for some of you, the beginning of the year starts off with assuming the worst, but getting the best out of a situation. Expect in February to feel on top of the world, to feel successful, victorious. Some of you will be in the spotlight. You'll definitely be feeling attractive, gaining a lot of attention from people around you, whether it's career-wise or romantically. You will be in a spotlight. You will be shining bright in the month of February. In the month of March, you do have the Two of Pentacles, so you will be quite busy in the month of March, balancing and juggling a few different things. This feels good to me. This feels like the work that you're doing in the month of March will definitely pay off in the later months. Just make sure that you're also paying attention to your emotional state here, Taurus, because that seems to be a bit of a theme here. We could be needing to do a bit of shadow work this year, because otherwise, there's just a little bit of an emotional imbalance here. But on a materialistic level and a physical level, things do look good. It feels like you are making progress here. In the month of April here, we have the Judgment card. There is some big release happening in the month of April for you guys. This could be forgiveness and an understanding of an old chapter, closing out old doors, beginning new ones. By the way, forgiveness does not mean about, forgiving and opening the door to other people. Sometimes it's about understanding, okay, I might not ever understand why someone did what they did. I'm just going to move forward and no longer allow that energy to control me, to take over me, to make me worried, doubtful, fearful, whatever it is, or to hurt me anymore. You close the door, you end that cycle, and you're beginning a new one. Regardless of whatever this is, Judgment is a really big release coming up for you in the month of April, and I think it's just in time because it's now spring energy, so you're ready for new life, new things to come into your world here, okay? In the month of May, you do have a little bit of heartache and pain. I'm sure this is around your birthday or your birthday months here, Taurus. So some of you might struggle a little bit here by feeling a bit heartbroken, a little bit painful. Energy is coming through here. With the Three of Swords, this is not feeling appreciated. This is just feeling like your heart is being taken advantage of, or just feeling like the results that you're wanting out of life is not yet what you have. So there could be a little bit of painful, emotional month for you there. In the month of June, you have the King of Wands, especially because it's underneath here. I do see a lot of success coming from the month of February, repeating itself in the month of June. You'll be feeling a lot more creative and a lot more ambitious in the month of June, which is great because you are recovering from that Three of Swords. You will be putting a lot of your energy and activities into your work life, into your career life, into your passions and pursuits here, and into your hobbies. You could be gaining new hobbies. I definitely see for some of you this could be fitness. It could just be some sort of routine that makes you feel more confident, feel more lively, feel more motivated to push forward with your life. Expect a lot of ideas, a lot of creative projects to come through around that time. In the month of July, you have the Empress. Some of you, this could be a baby. Some of you, this could just be a really fertile time for you. Even if it's not children, it definitely has to do with those projects and plans. It seems like here, whatever you're thinking about, you're going to be bringing to life in the month of July. This is where you're feeling on top of the world. You're feeling, some of you could be going on a holiday in July, by the way, some sort of vacation. You're going to be living your best life in July as well. It feels like you're feeling relaxed, you're feeling abundant, you're feeling like everything is working out. This is a really good month for you of self-love, self-care, understanding. You'll be more nurturing to others within this month because you're stress-free for some reason in the month of July. In the month of August, again, another card representing travel, to be honest. So maybe it's also going into August that you guys are still traveling. Knight of Wands, though, is also about optimism, feeling creative, feeling like you want to chase your dreams and conquer new things and new experiences and new environments. So again, that creative energy is still pushing forward. Within the month of August, you're feeling more optimistic. You feel like chasing the sun, chasing joy, happiness, and things that make you happy and bring you happiness. So it's a very beautiful energy. You'll feel more youthful regardless of your age. You'll feel a lot more like going on adventures and seeking fun or, thrill-seeking energy as well, as what I'm picking up on here. So this is a really nice energy. All right, when it comes down to September, we have the Temperance card. I like this energy because, again, in the month of September, you will be really healing and taking some time out to focus again on the things that cause you anxieties, the things that cause you worries, heartache, and pain. You are healing this energy in the month of September. The Temperance card is about patience, so that's something that you need to be mindful of in the month of September. Things will not be rushed. This is a month for you to take a step back, to look at your life so far, to gain balance over yourself, so that when you move forward, you can do so with confidence and you can do so with joy here, okay? In the month of October, same as Aries, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is about investments. This is about new beginnings. It could be financial new beginnings, a new job, for example, or a new stream of income is coming through in the month of October, or it could even be a new relationship for some of you if you're looking for marriage or if you're looking for something very long term. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles. Either way, a really great opportunity comes your way in the month of October, and I think it's something to be very happy about. In the month of November, you have the Fool card, another month of taking leaps of faith, new beginnings, and a new journey. You guys could actually, again, be going on another journey. Some of you might definitely be traveling a lot this year, to be honest, but the Fool just represents starting again, starting over, starting fresh, taking a leap of faith into the unknown to see where it will lead you. So a lot of you are going in with some blind faith here with the Fool card, trusting in your intuition to jump into something and to see how it plays out for you. In the month of December, you have the Three of Pentacles. This is a card of collaboration, new ideas and working on those. Some of you, this could be like planning, preparation, and again, collaboration. So expect some like business partnerships around the month of December. Expect also there to be some more money goals in the month of December as well. Okay, my angels, so there we go. That's a little overview for you guys when it comes down to the next year. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Make sure you check out your sun, moon, and rising signs so you can get an overview of how this year will impact you. But anyway, I wish you guys all the best, and I hope to see you guys again. Hello, Gemini. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be for your year ahead, so let's dive straight in. I'm just going to split the deck for you guys and let's dive straight in, okay? So for the month of January, you start off the year with a little bit of heartache and pain. This could be coming from this year, to be honest, from 2023 moving into 2024. There could be some things that you're having to let go of. There might be some things that cause a bit of heartache and pain, whether that's, some bad news, difficult news, an ending, separation of some kind, things not going the way that you wanted to, or just not being the perfect month or the start to the new year. Could be a little bit of an issue that you struggle with in the month of January. In the month of February, though, we have the Two of Pentacles. This is you working on things, balancing things. Maybe you guys will be balancing 2 new beginnings. In the month of February, trying to figure out which one you want to do. There's a lot of decisions that you guys will be making in the month of February, but all of this is going to help contribute towards your balance and your foundation moving forward. In the month of March, expect there to be somebody from the past who might be watching you, keeping eyes on you, or there may be some communication coming from this person. This is also a good month for you guys to really dive deep into some sort of research, especially if you guys start to decide that you want to create your own company or go down a very interesting and different path. The Page of Swords coming in the month of March tells me that you guys are going to be diving into some research and in some information here. You could find something out in the month of March here based on your own FBI skills, your own, deep research into something here. But whatever it is, this is about truth and enlightenment in the way that I'm reading it, as well as the fact that, again, somebody could be reaching out to you in the month of March or watching you at least, all right? In the month of April, there's a little bit of disappointments. The start to the year is going a little bit rocky. I'll be honest with you, Gemini. Five of Cups speaks about the fact that some difficulties and some setbacks or some disappointments might get in the way of your happiness in the month of April. There are still some things to be happy about, though. So the Five of Cups does represent the fact that sometimes our perspective needs to change. Sure, there's a disappointment, but what can we do with that disappointment? What can we turn this into? What can we learn from this? How can we benefit the most from it? Just remember that you get to create your destiny at the end of the day. So even though you can't control everything that happens to you or around you, you get to dictate how it impacts you. Is this going to be the thing that helps you move forward in life, or is this going to be the biggest setback, and are we going to allow it to be one? All right, the Five of Cups again is a difficult month. I think emotionally there might be a little bit of tears here, a little bit of difficulty in the month of April. However, again, there is some hope with that card. In the month of May, some deep emotions are coming through. Some things, again, that may have been hidden from you might come to light. This can also be a bit of shadow work that's being done unintentionally, or some subconscious stuff, for you guys. Gemini could be coming up in the month of May. All right, almost there. Again, it could be some secrets that you guys are coming to terms with, some things that may have been hidden from you that you are recognizing and realizing in the month of May. But again, diving deep into those emotions can be beneficial, yes, but don't dive too deep because it's almost hard to come back out of it with the Moon card, okay? I definitely feel like you should definitely speak to somebody about your feelings if need be, and to keep pushing forward is the message with the Moon card here. In the month of June, you have the Ten of Swords, endings, completion, all right, shedding old layers, old skins. This feels like, I'm interested to see the other cards after this month, because it feels like you are really releasing the first part of the year already. You're accepting that I feel like this is not going to be the rest of my year. In July, Seven of Cups, there's a little bit of options and a little bit of confusion. Again, something may come to an end in the month of June, and in July, you might be trying to figure out what it is that you really want to do next in this new chapter. You could again be dealing with some difficulty and some confusion here, but there are some good things to focus on and to choose from. So just make sure you're using your intuition, diving in and connecting to your intuition here, so that you can really fully release and surrender, and don't get caught up in some confusion or illusions. In the month of August, it seems like there is a financial breakthrough for a lot of you guys. Ten of Pentacles can represent spending some more time with family, having some loyal people around you, but also achieving some sort of financial freedom. So Ten of Pentacles can mean an inheritance coming away. It can also mean some big chunk of money coming away. So whether that is a windfall, a winning of some kind, or again, your efforts and hard work finally paying off for you in the month of August, or finally finding that stream of income or finding that stability that it is that you desire here. Things look very stable in the month of August. In the month of September, for you, Gemini, the Nine of Wands is coming through. Feeling like you got your guard up, I think, because of all of this beginning of the year. I'll be honest with you, Gemini. It's a difficult start to the year. But moving into the second half and going from September, you are still a little bit not trusting. I think you're trying to protect the things that you've worked really hard to stabilize. And in the Nine of Wands, you could definitely be a little bit defensive, feeling as if you're not very trusting of people, might spend some more time alone, and might second guess yourself or other people in the month of September. In the month of October, though, it looks like there is some new love, whether this is new love within yourself and you're really looking after yourself in October, or you might be meeting somebody new. You may actually meet them in September, but you seem to let your guard down a little bit by the month of October and to accept and be more open to unconditional love, okay? I do see a lot of self-care coming in. I see a lot of emotion and good emotion finally happening in the month of October. In the month of November, huge change, transformation. Something about this love connection, something about this newfound self-love changes your life. I feel like it's transformation in a good way with the Death card. Yes, it can look scary. Yes, it can represent endings and endings of old chapters, but this is a beginning of a new one, and one where you are different, you are transformed in the month of November. In the month of December, you're really pushing through. This is a fighter energy. This is a not giving up energy. This is despite the odds, you will be successful energy. December, there's a lot of things wanting your attention, wanting your time. Maybe you also have a lot of ideas demanding your attention, demanding your time. But either way, you are very successful when it comes down to it, when it comes down to battling off the things that are going up against you and dealing with the things that need your time and energy as well, and keeping on top of it all. So very busy end of year. Lots of healing going on when it comes down to the month of October, which I think is completely necessary. Don't be too discouraged by this. This is kind of just an overview, and of course it's going to highlight the situations that matter the most to you. There will be, of course, some really nice moments in between of these things. Just make sure that we are trying to look at things with all the trains. Make sure you're processing your feelings. It's very important for you guys, given that there is a lot of emotional stuff going on here and a lot of change happening for you guys this year. This definitely feels like a very groundbreaking year for you, Gemini, where moving on away from this year, your life is going to look so different. And I think it's because you're dealing with all of this hardship that you do end up transforming by the end of it. And by the way, to transform like this, you do have to be in a safe space. So again, from going from August onwards, it does feel like you're in a safe space where you feel capable of changing and transforming and really reflecting on what it is that you feel like you need to change and transform. All right, my angels, I wish you guys an amazing, amazing new year, regardless of what the tarot says. I really hope that you find amazing peace and happiness in whatever area of your life that you need it in the most. Make sure you check out your other signs, because they will really help you understand a little bit more about this, so your sun, moon, and rising. But aside from that, I hope to see you guys next time. All right. Hello, Cancer signs. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive straight in. Let's see what's going on for you guys for this year. Make sure you guys check your other placements as well. Alrighty, you ready? Let's see. For the month of January, you have heartbreak. I'm going to be honest, Gemini just had this too, so you could be dealing with a Gemini. This is a card of deep pain, emotions, heartache, separation, all right? Maybe receiving some difficult news, feeling discouraged, feeling emotional, feeling like things are not going the way that you want them to for the beginning of the year, okay? So you could be dealing with some difficult emotions in the month of January. In the month of February, though, it feels like you're finally getting grounded here. You're finally choosing to move forward. It does look like you're still reflecting on what happens in January, but you are moving forward nonetheless, planting seeds, investing in yourself, investing in your future. There's a lot more movement happening in the month of February, especially in terms of your career, your finances, or your stability. In the month of March, you have some sort of collaboration. This could be friendships, business partnerships, or you working on the foundation of a new idea, a new business, whatever it may be for you guys. The Three of Pentacles is planning, is preparation, is getting ready for something, okay? So this is a really good energy, and again, really good when it comes down to community. All right, when it comes down to April, you have the 10 of Cups. That's happiness, Cancer. So you've reached a lot of change. You may start off the year a little bit, I'm almost seeing you catching your foot on something messes up, maybe making a mistake, falling, whatever it is that they're showing me here. That by the end of this, in the next few months, the 10 of Cups is really good for the fact that you're building happiness, especially when it comes down to community. I am seeing that you'll have a lot of people around you by the month of April, and a lot of happy people, a lot of people who are super supportive of you, a lot of people who are super happy for your achievements, you're happy for theirs. It's a safe space and healthy relationships, okay? Now, when it comes down to May, Knight of Swords, expect some communication to come through in the month of May. This is very fast communication, and maybe communication that you were not expecting. This could be coming from somebody else, maybe somebody who caused some pain, heartache here. All right, this person could be coming back around again once they see you being happy, but this can also be opportunities, okay? But either way, make sure you fact checked any emails that come through. Make sure that they're not scams or spams, all right? Make sure you're looking over information. Don't rush into anything is what I'm going to say with that, because the Knight of Swords, again, is known for stumbling over his feet because he's rushing so quickly, and that is how I describe the Three of Swords. So again, you don't want to repeat a past mistake. You don't want to go crashing down on yourself here by making a rushed decision. So you are having information coming through. Just make sure you're looking at it properly first. All right, when it comes down to June, Hanged Woman coming through, Piscean energy. This is you taking a little bit of a break. In the month of June, this is saying that maybe things aren't moving or doesn't look like it's moving. This is a time for surrender in the month of June, kind of allowing something, kind of just observing rather than taking action, waiting something out, or just looking at something very differently in a different perspective can be very beneficial to you in the month of June. In the month of July, you have the 10 of Pentacles. This is abundance, this is stability, loyalty. This is really good for a winning, a windfall, an inheritance, or something really paying off big time for you, okay? This may be spending some time with some family, feeling really stable and grounded in the month of July. And again, having that abundance around you is very lovely. In the month of August, you will be expecting something. There could be some delays coming through in the month of August. You could be starting to manifest in the month of August a bit more, get clearer on what it is that you want and desire. And in this case, you will be trying to manifest it and waiting for it to show up in your life. Patience is a virtue in the month of August. Again, no rushing this year is what I want to say to you, Cancer. Good things take time. All right, and it's something that you need to hear here. Here. That sounds like a lot, like legal, when they say here. All right, anyway, moving forward, let's go to the month of September. There is a little bit of subconscious stuff going on in the month of September. The High Priestess can speak about secrets and hidden information, so you could be uncovering that around this time. I feel like you will be seeing it before it is revealed to you. Does that make sense? Your intuition will be heightened in the month of September. I think you will be on the silent time. I feel like you will be holding back information from people, hiding back your moves, not making it very known, how successful you're becoming or the things that you're trying to manifest here, because I think that you are trusting in your intuition to keep something silent in the month of September, okay? You could be withholding communication from somebody in the month of September as well, uncovering somebody's lies, and again, kind of detaching from something here with that energy, but definitely feeling more intuitive in this month. In the month of October, we have a lot of independence, financial independence, security within oneself. The Nine of Pentacles tells me financially, you're, again, independent, yes, but you're also going to be having more than enough, which is great. There's a lot of stability, relying on yourself here and no one else, which is nice, and enjoying your own space and time in the month of October, okay? There's a lot of confidence radiating from you. You'll be connecting a lot more in nature, feeling more confident and proud of yourself here, which is very lovely to see. In the month of November, expect a wish to be fulfilled. Expect a lot of healing to be done. This does feel subconscious healing. Maybe a lot of you are realizing in the month of September that you've had a lot of issues with your image. I want to say like with your the way that you view yourself here. So again, there's a lot of personal confidence coming through when it comes down to the end of this year. The star is all about community. Again, wish fulfillment. Some of you might become famous in the month of November if that's something that you're wanting and desiring or manifesting in, guys. It's a great month of vulnerability and giving back to the universe here, which I think is lovely. And December, you're the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a card of success, celebration, fun, enjoyment, friendship, community. It's a lot of really good energy here, guys, but definitely reaching a milestone. So by the month of December, there is something that you are going to be like celebrating. Could be the manifestation that you've been waiting for since August. All right, but either way, you guys could be passing an exam, for example, or just have really good, amazing friendships and relationships around you, and that is something that you'll be celebrating in the month of December. Alrighty, my angels, it does feel more of a positive year than anything else, to be honest. Most of these cards, if in fact almost all of these cards, are amazing. So I wish you guys all the best. I hope this helped you. Make sure you look at your other placements so that you can get a better idea about how this year will be for you, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right. Hello, my lovely Leos. I hope you guys are well. Let's see what's going on for you guys for the new year. All right, let's split the deck for you. Okay, let's go. So, January, Six of Pentacles. You guys are really going to be focusing on your routines, your health, your career. All right, sorry for moving the camera. You're really focusing on what you're giving your time and energy into, which is a very big, powerful move, because although it may seem small and it may seem like you're only really just getting things into balance, it definitely will pay off for you when it comes down to your finances, or this is to do with your resources. So for some of you, you might be feeling as if you want more of something, whether it be money, when it comes down to maybe your values, maybe you want more energy, more health, whatever it is. I really do feel like you're wanting more of something, so you're making dedicated efforts towards getting that, okay? And this is definitely working out for you in January. In February, it seems like you're getting some sort of wish fulfillment here, guys. This could also be someone having a bit of like a crush on you, for example, okay? Split like this. This could be someone having a bit of a crush on you that you're discovering in the month of February, or you having a crush on somebody, but it's just an overall very happy month, one where you feel, I don't know, I feel like you're feeling abundant. You're feeling as if you're emotionally stable, as if you're actually getting what it is that you want. I do see that you'll be seeing some results here, which is very beneficial to you. So that's a very good month. Again, it is around the month of Valentine's Day. So again, you guys could be definitely going on dates or deepening a connection with that energy, okay? Right, we then have the Strength card here, Leo, turning up in the month of March. March is going to be a very, very important month for you guys when it comes down to stepping up into your own energy. Strength card is Leo energy, so you are being told or being advised to show up as your best self. Because you are a Leo, you will be shining in the month of March, okay? So a very powerful month for you guys. Whatever ends up happening, whatever is happening in the month of March, it is creating more strength within you. It's helping you to align to yourself in a really important way, okay? It might even get you clearer on some things that it is that you want. Also, the Strength card to me is also a card of balance. It's that balance between that beast that we all have within us that wants to strive and achieve, and also that powerful side of ourselves to accept in vulnerability and to go with the flow at times. So it does feel like you're marrying those two energies together in the month of March. All right, and deepening some relationships definitely for some of you guys. In the month of April, you have the Temperance card. Again, another card about balance, but in this case, you might decide to take a bit of a break in the month of April. Very Sagittarius energy. You could be learning new things, deepening your connection to yourself, or deepening your understanding of what it is that you really want in your life with that Temperance card. This is really to do with maybe you guys might even go into learning something new, taking your time out to maybe take a course somewhere, I'm also seeing that this is you just kind of really juggling yourself and your own emotions and your own energies so that you can move forward on your path with even more confidence and even more plans. Okay, so April's a nice month. It is a month that requires patience so that you can actually understand why it's an important month, but it definitely will help you to become a lot more balanced within yourself. You then have the Emperor coming through in the month of May. This is all about, again, control, taking the lead. There could be some things around a boss within this month that you end up kind of figuring out or coming to a conclusion with. It doesn't scream anything bad to me, to be honest with you. If there is any controlling people around you in the month of May, then you will be needing to deal with that and calling your power back. But the Emperor is also really good for those of you who want to be an entrepreneur or to be a boss or to be in a high position, okay? Even if it's outside of your career, hey Leo, this is really just about you gaining control, being able to delegate, being able to be a leader here, okay guys? So very lovely energy. In the month of June, you have Queen of Wands. This is being sexy. Again, lovely energy coming up for you guys. This is you changing your appearance, stepping up and shining here. When it comes down to your ideas, and again, I will mention this is a very big year for you in your career. That's what I'm feeling intuitively. You will feel more confident. You will stand out from the crowd. There's something about you, the way that you do something, not even just your skills and talents. It's your personality, that is shining through, that is really helping you to reach wider audiences or to actually get attention when it comes down to your workplace, okay? All right, now when it comes down to the month of July, expect some really positive news. This feels like really good communication. This says about opportunities coming your way, really positive changes, moving in the right direction. Within the month of July, you will recognize that you are on the right path when it comes down to certain aspects of your life. You're going to feel a lot more trusting. You will receive a lot of information in the month of July that's really going to help you to push forward, okay? Make sure you are speaking to people. I'm seeing that you need to network in the month of July if you need answers, because it will really help you to redirect you or to direct you into a certain goal or something that is going to help you to get some happiness. Again, there's a lot of communication going on here, so this will be when somebody reaches out to you, if that's something you're thinking about, depending on when you're watching this, of course. In the month of August, Hierophant is coming through. Expect some sort of collaboration. This, of course, can be like business partnerships for a lot of you, but for some of you, this could be taking your relationship to the next level in the month of August. This could be some sort of anniversary. It could be some sort of marriage coming up for you guys, because that is what the Hierophant represents here. It's also a lovely card about ascension, all right? Ascending to the next level in your life. It kind of feels like something that you've been working on goes to a higher level. A relationship or someone you're dating, it goes to a higher level, okay? So whether that's marriage, engagement, or whether it is a solid, stable relationship and commitment here, it's a very good card. In the month of September, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Expect the unexpected in the month of September for you guys. This can be good and bad. It may feel like there's a lot of just unexpected blessings and also a few little blips along the way in the month of September. It's a very ambiguous card, to be honest with you. So it's almost as if, having a bit of good luck and bad luck in the month of September, but the Wheel of Fortune is really about expansion. So you will be expanding when it comes down to your life, your career, your relationships in the month of September. All right. In the month of October, you are being called to be decisive. That's very Libra season, to be honest. The Two of Swords is saying that there is a very important decision that you have to make in the month of October. This could be cutting something out in particular, choosing one thing over another. When the Two of Swords comes in, it does advise you to use your intuition, okay? Don't just go based on the information that you have. This situation and this decision goes deeper than just information and logical decisions, okay? It needs your gut instinct. So take your time, but don't procrastinate too much. If your instinct is to go for something and leave something behind, then it is something that you have to do. Two of Swords comes in when we are attached to something. I always see it with the Devil card. You are removing something that might be blocking you, and that notification means something, by the way. Whenever it comes up, it always means something. You're choosing to cut something else. Very serious decision, but one that's very important. All right, in the month of November, you have Judgment coming through. Release, surrendering. It is a really good card when it comes down to clarity. Sorry, I'll move that up so you can see. It's about closing out one door to go towards a new door, okay? So it does speak about closing something out, getting closure. For some of you, this can also be a card of reconciliation, but it really is about learning a lesson about something, and it may be in relation to what you are closing out from or closing off from in the month of October, that you're really understanding why it was necessary. And lastly, in the month of December, you have the Moon card. So I will say the first, like, 2/3 of your year seem amazing, and it's not that these seem bad. I will say September is a turning point for you, and it does feel like, not that your luck stops, it's not the case. You probably are still thriving along this time, but there are a few things that do come up around this time that are more important than the thriving, or need to be addressed, should I say. Making a decision, releasing something, and processing the emotions of it. The Moon card is really about secrets as well, hidden information and hidden feelings. So that's something that is on your focus in the month of December. You could just be reflecting on your feelings or uncovering some new unconscious feelings that you didn't even know that you had. And it's probably surrounding something here with the Two of Swords in the month of October that you are really going to be addressing something, all right? Some sort of truth, most likely. With that Moon card, okay? Alrighty, my angels, that is what I have for you for the year ahead. Very good when it comes down to your success. Just really in the end of the year, it's really just about processing, to be honest, a decision that you have to make. And I think that that continues for the last 3 months. But everything else seems amazing and so much growth for you guys. So I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Hello, my lovely Virgos. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's have a little look and see what's going on for you guys then this year. I'm just going to shuffle the deck. I've already pre-shuffled it, so we're just going to Joe. Who's Joe? We're going to go straight in, Virgo, and see what's going on for you guys for this year. Alrighty, let's have a little look and see. Alright, for the month of January, you have the Chariot. Things take off in the first month of the year. January is all about go, go, go energy. This is you moving forward. All right, Virgos, this is you really tackling a lot of things. You could be going on a journey in the month of January, whether that is travel or whether this is like a spiritual journey or a mental journey here. But this is you really chasing your dreams in the month of January, chasing your goals, understanding them, getting determined, getting clear, getting focused. All right, it's very important in the month of January that you recognize that, you know, both good and bad will come along this journey. That is just life. All right, we're not going to sugarcoat anything on that. But what you are going to be able to do is trust yourself to be able to navigate that good and bad, to trust in your decisions, to, again, move around the bad and move towards more good. Okay, so it's all up to you. You are the driver of the chariot here. So I love this energy for you guys. Okay, let's go into the month of February. In the month of February, there could be somebody here who has some emotions for you. All right, if you're already in a love situation, a love connection, then there definitely is deepening of feelings going on here. When it comes down to love, could be meeting someone. This could be a water sign. You have heavy Cancer coming through on your reading so far, but it can also be Pisces, Scorpio. It could be anyone. This is someone who has deep emotions. So, all right, someone who's very emotionally mature, someone who recognizes you as a trophy, Virgo, is coming through. And when it comes down to you, this is also telling me that you are becoming emotionally balanced in the month of February. You are no longer allowing those feelings to get the best of you, to take you under, to ruin the chariot, you know, to drive you off course. You're becoming very emotionally mature, and the way that you handle situations moving forward will be from a very emotionally mature place, okay? In the month of March, you have the Page of Pentacles, and this deck is the Princess of Pentacles. But what this means is that in the month of March, expect to take not just a new journey, but you will be learning something new. You will have a beginner mindset in something. So whether that means you're going back on something, for some I do hear that, like going back to an old idea and starting it fresh, taking that first step on something that you've always wanted to do. There is an energy of taking that first step and planting that seed and getting ready to learn and to educate yourself so you can have that abundance and prosperity or success in the future. This is also saying that in the month of March, I feel like I'm hearing you're getting more serious about your financial decisions, okay? Or when it comes down to your career as well. Alrighty, it's a very good card, to be honest with you. In the month of April, dun dun dun, Seven of Swords coming through. Be very wary of hidden enemies, hidden information, or secrets. Okay, Seven of Swords says that there's someone in the month of April cannot be trusted. All right, there could be some lies. This can also be some self-sabotage, so be careful of going back on your own self here or hiding the truth from yourself as well. Virgo, in April, it's very important to be very mindful here about the information that's being given to you. And if you have a gut feeling about something, you make sure that you trust it, okay? Because something here is sketchy, I'm hearing. Something here is not quite right, and it needs to be confronted is what I'm hearing, okay? In the month of May, you have the Eight of Cups. I was going to say in the month of May, you'll be walking away, and that's what the Eight of Cups represents. This is saying that something in the month of May is not fulfilling for you emotionally, all right? Whether it's to do with that Seven of Swords or if it's a completely different message for you guys, there is something here that's not doing it for you, okay? So you will be walking away from this so that you can find something that makes you happy in the month of May, all right? Oh, this came up reversed. That's so interesting. In the month of June, something seems a bit out of balance. All right, be careful of what you're giving your energy to in the month of June, because it feels like this is a really big month where they're asking you to focus on your routines and focus on your health and focus on balancing where you're giving your energy and if it's good for you or not. People, situations, things, habits. All right, but because it's reversed, this tells me that some of you might struggle with these aspects of your life. Okay, this is very Virgo energy, so this tells me you might be feeling a bit more disorganized in the month of June. You might be feeling a little bit, off track, or a little bit as if you might be giving to the wrong things around this time. So just be very mindful of that. Think about some ways you can bring some balance into your life. If you are aware of what's unbalanced, or again, this is a really good time to process before giving your time and energy or resources to anything. All right. I would say a really good time to focus on your health and your career though, because it seems like it needs your attention. Okay. In the month of July, the Emperor reversed. Oh my goodness, guys. Feels a little bit like we're losing control. I'm not going to lie, but it's okay. I'm sure everything will resolve itself. After the Seven of Swords, things seem to go a little bit like a bit awry. I think something happens that you do not expect in the month of April, and it does seem to have a kind of a big impact on the next few months. The Emperor is again feeling out of control. In maybe the things that are happening around you. This might, I'm hearing break your ego a little bit, to be honest, because the year starts off really good. But in the month of July, something may be outside of your control, and it might make you feel a little bit of, it might make you feel a little bit worried about the empire that you're building for yourself. And again, I'm not saying this to discourage you. I'm sure we've all been through situations in our life where we've lost control, but we've brought it back again. So just be mindful of that you can completely turn this back around. The reason why we're doing this in advance is so that you can bring in more empowering energy, because all these need is to be turned around. You need to gain back control over the things that you can. Don't fall victim to your circumstances in the month of July. Okay, take a break where you need to, but just remember that some things might need you to let go of the control of, so that you can focus on other things in your life that are in your control, aka yourself. Okay, and what you're putting your time and energy into is very important. So just be aware of that. In the month of August, you have the Moon reversed. Now that's actually a good card. Okay, when it's reversed here, I'm so surprised these are coming out reversed. No one else has had reversals. The Moon card is all about deep feelings and hidden things, and it's not a coincidence here that there's coming up underneath that one. You are really looking at the truth for what it is. The Moon is about emotion, so the fact is reversed. You're not being disguised by some feelings that you may have had about someone. Maybe you've looked or made excuses for somebody in the month of April, and in the month of August, you're really going to be looking at this properly for what it really is, okay? Maybe detaching from emotions, detaching from illusions or any fantasies that you've been having. You will be addressing the truth of a situation and uncovering it even deeper. And really, I feel like that deepness is going to kind of help you pull yourself out of any fantasies or lack of control that you've been having. I feel like it does set you back a little bit, make you go, oh no, I'm never going to do the things I wanted to do after this has happened, whatever it is. But you will kind of gain control, I guess, in the month of August. In the month of September, it does feel like you guys are coming back with a vengeance. The Princess of Swords is a Page of Swords. It is a triggered energy. All right, so when you kind of snap out of this I don't want to say woe is me, but I will say you guys seem to, I don't want to say lose yourself. I'm using quite exaggerated terms here, so make sure you are resonating with it to the level that it is for you, okay? This feels like you guys are kind of losing the reins a little bit here. Things start off really positive and then you reach, a lie or a deceitful person. And then it kind of knocks you back or makes you feel a little bit demotivated. You come back in the month of August. You look at things properly. The month of September, this is you coming back with a vengeance. Be careful of revenge when that card comes in, of course. This is really about deep research, diving deeper into something and finding things out. So you guys could be putting that energy into learning some new things, enrolling in a new course. Okay, deepening your knowledge. Okay, it could be, again, get more intelligent, whatever they mean by that. Okay, just be careful. Around this month, someone probably is watching you, seeing what you're up to, seeing what you're doing. You could hear from someone around this time, but as you can see here, someone is twisting the truth a little bit so that the light shines on them. So somebody could be trying to steal the spotlight, Virgo, from you, or again, this is just a very triggered energy. There's some jealousy in the month of September from whoever's side. I don't know if it's yours or theirs, but if it's yours, it needs addressing. If it's theirs, it needs to be, left behind. Don't worry about the haters in the month of September because you are coming back with a vengeance. Dive deep. At this time, I would say it's a good time to kind of work, what do they call it? Underground is almost what I want to say. Like work underground. Like don't tell anyone what you're doing, because so that way, they can't send their evil eye or they can't try and get involved in whatever it is. Okay, someone is definitely watching. In the month of October, we have a little bit of disharmony coming up here, okay? Arguments, disagreements, things just not feeling quite aligned in the month of October here, okay? This could be a lack of reconciliation, so maybe there is an attempt in October, okay? But again, this seems denied. This is something that is not supposed to be in your life, if that's the case. I'm almost seeing this as things dropping, I feel like the scales are being balanced. I guess that is very Libra in season, to be honest with you, Virgo, but the scales are being balanced, but I'm almost feeling like this is a complete fresh start. Like the resources or the things that you are using or doing or having around you, the people you're having around you in a month of October are not supposed to be with you. And I feel like there is a very big rejection in the month of October, but maybe that's you rejecting it. This is you wiping the slate clean. I'm almost seeing like the scales being emptied. All right, we're starting again. That's why I feel like. Oh, amazing. In the month of November, you will be working very, very hard. This is you building skills, talents, abilities. The things you've been working on are paying off for you financially. There is some really good luck coming. Well, I say good luck. No, it's not good luck. This is what you've been working really hard towards. You worked your ass off for it. So Virgo, you will get credit where it's due. In the month of November, this is you really building on something here. And I love it because it's showing fruit. All right. You will get a lot of success when it comes down to that. And in December, there's a need for change. You're feeling refreshed again, which is great. So we do have almost this middle of the year. It does feel like you lack a bit of balance space of something that happens in April. You do get your mojo back at the end of it. You start fresh in October and things really work out for you by the end of the year. The Fool card is a new beginning, a new leap of faith. All right. It does feel like a major lesson that you guys are learning here is again about somewhat like trusting in something too much, not being able to trust your intuition with somebody around you, okay? But don't let that knock you off course too much. Make sure you come back to this reading if you need motivation, okay? To remind yourself, okay, how do I deal with the Emperor being reversed? It's about taking back control of the things you can, all right? Calling back your power from people who might be trying to control you, to try and bring balance into things of your health and, your emotions here, and to walk away from anything that's just not serving you, okay? Don't let it discourage you is one thing I really want to say, though, because you do get your mojo back and you can even embody that work ethic within the first few months if you want to change your destiny, because, of course, it's yours to control, Virgo. This is just a blueprint. Doesn't have to be the path. That's what we have here, okay? Make sure you look at your other placements, Virgo, because it might help you a lot to understand what's going on in each month. It might go deeper into it, but that's all I have for you. Sorry, I can't speak. That's all I have for you. I wish you guys all the best. I hope this year is full of fun and enjoyment and success and thriving. thriving energy. And I will see you guys next time. Hello, my lovely Libras. Let's dive straight in. Let's have a little look. I've already pre-shuffled the cards for you, so let's split the deck, okay? For my lovely Libras. All right, let's go. Let's see. January, 6 of Pentacles. I think Leo just had this, in the same position. So you guys could have Leo placements or be dealing with one. Anyway, what this represents for you guys is that in the month of January, you will be focusing a lot more on your health, your well-being, your resources. Maybe you're trying to juggle and balance, building your savings. This can also be in terms of your career as well, and focusing and reassessing what you're giving your time and energy into. All right, this is your daily routines you'll be changing and keeping on top of and keeping on track with as well, which is really lovely to see. In the month of February, I see by the way, January, you might also have you might be feeling called to help people, okay, Libra? In the month of February, there is some balance coming into your life. Of course, this might be a little bit of frustration as well in the month of February, where you might be feeling like you're not seeing results. The lesson of February and the message here is that we need patience. Something is in the works here. Maybe we need to stay consistent, or again, just trust in the universe that they're bringing something in your way, okay? We are also being called to balance your energy in the month of February here, guys, because things may not look fair, but the weight of it, okay, that's hypothetical, the weight of it is the same, okay? So maybe you're feeling like more bad things are happening than good, but there is a really good thing coming your way, okay? So make sure we're balanced, make sure we're looking at things in a balanced perspective. Make sure you're taking a time out when necessary. Also, when it comes down to taking a pit stop, if you need a break, make sure you're giving yourself a break. Honor your feelings is what I feel like in the month of February. In the month of March, you're still waiting. I will be honest. The first part of the year is seeming like you're really being called to be patient when it comes down to the things that you're probably working on here. Again, career, health, wealth, whatever it is for you guys. The month of March is really calling for you to wait, to be patient again. What you're manifesting, and you're manifesting very strongly in the month of March, is coming in your way, okay? But it requires patience. You need to trust that what you put out into the universe, it is coming back to you, all right? And the Three of Wands is you seeing that coming your way, okay? In the month of April, you have the Justice card. This is where you're showing up in the reading quite strongly. The month of April is all about balance and karma. You will reap what you have sown. It's not a major card for results and rewards of your efforts and the things that you've been doing, Libra, but it is about bringing fairness, okay? If you might be dealing with some legal situations in April, then again, this will go in the favor, in a very just and fair way, regardless of what that is to you guys. The scales will be balanced, the truth will be said, and information will be brought to the table that's very beneficial to a legal situation. Justice also kind of brings about the fact that you guys, again, are getting your life still into balance, as I think a big purpose or a big point of 3 of these cards, at least out of 4, is all about balance here. So you guys are really trying to juggle that Libran energy that's within you. Things may have been unbalanced and unfair for a while, and it's almost like you're trying to recorrect that. When it comes down to the month of May, you have the Page of Wands. Expect some fun and creativity to happen in the month of May. You can also receive some flirtatious messages, could be going on some dates. You are being called to kind of have fun in the month of May, okay? This is why your creativity is being called to shine. Some of you could also be getting accepted for some sort of opportunity in the month of May. This feels fun, this feels creative. All right, may not be a long-term thing that you end up doing, but it is something for experience, all right, in the month of May. In the month of June, you're getting even more opportunities coming your way. So it seems to start from May, and I feel like it picks up pace afterwards, okay? So with the 8 of Wands, expect some communication in the month of June. This is good communication. This is good opportunities. This is good information that's coming your way. It's going to help you move more towards happiness and success. Okay, so I like this energy. Make sure you're reaching out to people as well, because I feel like information this month will really help you to lift you forward, to move you forward here, guys, as well. All right. In the month of July, we have the Strength card, Leo energy coming up here. This is about balancing that divine masculine, divine feminine within yourself, understanding when it's a really good time to push forward and to have that drive and to take action and to let that beast out, and also to lend compassion and understanding. And I feel like you're balancing those two energies to create something for yourself, which is amazing. If there is a relationship in your life in the month of July, then it's a very strong and divinely orchestrated relationship, if I said that right. You're also learning a lot about your strength in the month of July and your resilience. Okay, so you're feeling empowered, you're feeling powerful, you're feeling balanced, and you're feeling like you're ready to kind of tackle anything that life hands at you. Okay, in the month of August, well, here we go. You were clearly being prepared for something here because you have the Tower card in the month of August. The Tower card is divine intervention. It does bring about destruction and change. It's a very Scorpio card, again, which is about like transformation. The Tower card doesn't have to be bad though. This can be anything from an epiphany and a really rude awakening that shifts things in your life. Libra. So whatever this is, it is divinely orchestrated, if I can say that word. This is coming in from the universe to remove things from your life that are no longer serving you and to bring you in truth and clarity about a situation here. So even if this is bad, some of you, this could be separation, falling out with somebody, something happening outside of your control, to be honest, Libra. So there's not much you can do about this apart from move forward with this newfound truth, lesson, enlightenment that you gain from it, and to start fresh. All right, again, the Tower card is not against you. It's not just crap happening. It's a removal of crap that's been embedded in this tower, okay? You know, like incorrect bricks in your life. So whether that's people, situations, or a company, for example, it's being removed for your best intentions. You then have the Queen of Cups in the month of September. A lot of reflection when it comes down to your emotional well-being, okay? You definitely could be feeling very emotional, feeling like reflecting a lot on maybe the last year or on situations that have been happening. You will feel highly sensitive and emotional in the month of September, maybe because of the Tower card here. But this is you honoring your emotions though, to be honest with you. You're not hiding them or shying away from them. You are wearing your heart on your sleeve here. You could be expressing your feelings to somebody, or someone could be expressing their feelings to you in the month of September. In the month of October, I like this energy. It feels like emotional. You're dealing with emotions in the month of September. In the month of October, you're dealing with your finances, your resources, the things that you have, all right, your possessions. This could, again, mostly be about your money or your home. A lot of you are getting more secure. You're getting more stable when it comes down to this area of your life, okay? Again, queens are on the throne, so you're getting stable. You're being able to sit down and actually feel comfortable in these positions. Even if it's not the goal that you're reaching, you're feeling very content when it comes down to these areas of your life. Could be dealing with a water sign in the month of September. Could be dealing with an earth sign in the month of October. In the month of, look at all these people coming into your life at the end of the year. In the month of November, you are going to be wearing your heart on your sleeve. This could actually be an apology coming from somebody else who's starting to become a lot more emotionally vulnerable to you. There is a key theme about love here as well. Someone, you know, like deepening your love, someone deepening their love for you. Definitely a lot of emotions coming through within the month of November. That probably is going to deepen some connections. I also feel like with the Knight of Cups that you may actually decide to be a bit more vulnerable when it comes down to, you know, going on your path. So this could even be making a decision to go through some anxiety to get to something that you really want to go to. You know, if you deal with social anxiety, for example, but you've always wanted to be a speaker, then again, you're dealing with that. You're going to be coming outside the comfort zone, going through those difficult feelings that may come up when you're, you know, doing something uncomfortable or new, and you'll be coming out on the other side, okay? Same with relationships. If you've been a little bit damaged from last relationships, in the month of November, you're kind of going through that difficulty of going, okay, this is scary to me, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's the vibes I'm getting for November. And for December, you have the King of Wands. Very flirtatious and fun energy coming up for you in the month of December. You have a lot of people. There's going to be some significant people for you guys at the end of the year. Water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, sign Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. November, there is a water sign again. And in the month of December, there might be an a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, this is a very creative month for you in the month of December. I do see you being a little bit in the spotlight, to be honest with you, because I feel like you are looking good, feeling good. You are quite bold in the month of December. I'm hearing you being loud and proud, to be honest with you. So again, you are kind of getting eyes on you in that month. I also see a lot of creativity and maybe a lot of creative projects coming up for you in the month of December and having a lot of ideas. Okay, and again, looking after your physical body is also very important. Alrighty, my angels, so that is what I have for you. Quite a good year, to be honest with you. It starts off a bit slow in the beginning, but it definitely builds momentum in the middle, and you'll be meeting a lot of people by the end of it, okay, who have some significance on your journey. So, Libra, that's all I have for you. Make sure you check out your other signs, Sun, Moon, and Rising, to get a clearer picture on how this year will impact you. Just remember that you are the creator of your destiny, so regardless of what comes up in your tarot reading, you are able to navigate yourself and make the right decisions for yourself to come out of any difficulty, and to empower yourself if you need to, all right, and to change things if you need to as well. So there we go. I love you guys. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys next time, all right? Hello, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for you guys for this year. I've already pre-shuffled the deck. I'm just going to quickly shuffle again, and I'm going to split it for you guys. Alrighty, let's see what's going on for you guys, okay? For the month of January, you definitely have some forward movement. Slow and steady wins the race. It's very important to remind yourself of that. Every decision that you're making, every action that you take. That song is coming up. Everyone you make. I don't know why. Someone's watching you. Is that what it means? Someone could be watching your progress and is very proud of you. Or this could be someone from the past, and it could be the same thing. Every breath you take, like that's a song coming up for you guys in the month of January for whatever reason. This is telling me that you're making progress. You are actively focusing on your career, your finances, your resources, your stability in life. Okay, this is a really good card for mentioning that you are making improvements in these areas of your life. Okay, you're finding groundedness, if I can come up with certain words here, Scorpio. This is a month where you will be seeing some results, okay, but slowly but steadily. All right, and it may be just planting seeds and watching them grow a little bit, but I'm not seeing like major end goals. But this is a time where you will be planting the seeds to watch your legacy grow eventually. So it is very impactful in the month of January. In the month of February, you have the Page of Wands. Expect a message, expect some dates if you're single, or again, for more passion to come up in your relationships and your love life. This is also really good for, hearing from somebody in the workplace, or an idea is going to come up for you guys that's going to create a lot of passion and energy and a lot of fun and creativity in your life. So that feels very good. Be aware of gossip, of course, in the month of February as well. Don't engage in it, otherwise it will come back and bite your booty. All right, Scorpio, in the month of March, you have a lot of people coming up in the beginning of the year. You have the Knight of Cups. Someone could be expressing their feelings to you, okay? Could start off as a fling in the February, but turn into something a little bit more deeper in the month of March. But this is also you kind of understanding your own emotions. The Knight of Cups is about vulnerability, all right? So whether it's you or somebody else, it is a really big highlight for this month, okay? It's kind of crossing those difficult emotions, those anxieties, those worries, those fears, to get to the other side, to make something of it, okay? This could also be an apology coming through, or again, just an emotional message or a date with somebody. It could be a water sign, another Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. It doesn't really matter. It's just about emotions, okay, and understanding them and growing from them and being vulnerable and wearing your heart on your sleeve. It can take you somewhere in the month of March. In the month of April, Six of Pentacles, this tells me you will be focusing a lot more on creating a balance in your life. You could be juggling a few things like love life and your own personal life, or personal life and your career life. Whatever it is, you will be creating a really nice balance when it comes down to these areas of your life. You might be focusing a little bit more on your health, wealth, and what you're doing on a daily basis to contribute towards that. The Six of Pentacles asks for you to pay attention within the month of April to what you're giving your time, energy, money, resources to, okay? In the month of May, the Strength card, okay, this speaks about learning really major lessons, feeling strong, feeling empowered in the month of May. Whatever is happening, you are gaining a lot of courage in the month of May, okay? So maybe you will be finally taking a step forward in a passion or in something that you've been wanting to do for a while. Now that you're balanced, now that you're feeling strong, I do believe that you'll be going towards it. This is also good for those of you in a relationship because it brings about a really beautiful balance and an understanding between two people who are very different but are able to learn a lot from each other, okay? Very Leo energy, so you guys might expect to be in the spotlight a little bit in the month of May. For whatever reason, I feel like this is really to do with your relationships though, to be honest. So again, people are noticing you. People are looking at you as someone who is an inspiration, all right, in the month of May. In the month of June, you have the Tower card. Huge major events happening for you in the month of June. These can be things that create a little bit of distraction, all right? So it can be anything, even if it's good or bad, I'll tell you. The Tower card is ultimately a good card in my perspective because it's removing things that might be blocking you. So that could be people. This is a card of separation. That could be friendships, okay? People who are being a bit of a negative influence. This could be a certain location. The Tower card is quite like abrupt and harsh news. It's truth. It's an awakening for some. This can even just be like recognizing that actually I don't really want to do what I thought I wanted to do. I'm going to change something. Either way, it does create some distraction, but it doesn't have to be bad news. But what it does bring is a bit of distraction so that the path can be cleared for new beginnings to happen. It is Scorpio energy. You guys are Scorpio, so it's not unknown energy to you to kind of have to start again or to start doing something else or to wipe a slate clean, to rebuild. But the Tower card is saying that something is faulty this month and it is going to be interfered with by the universe so that it can be cleared out. In the month of July, you have the Eight of Wands, communication coming through for you. In the month of July, this is also a really good card of very speedy changes happening in your life. Again, this is also a really lovely card about moving in the right direction. So whatever this Tower card is in the month of June, it brings in really good results because you're already moving forward. You're getting clear, you're being focused, and a lot of opportunities will be coming your way in the month of July. In the month of August, you will be manifesting some really major things. You will be recognizing your innate power to bring magic into your world. I'm hearing you'll be celebrating the small wins in August. I think there's a lot of gratitude in the month of August, but the Magician really is about using what you've got, even if it's not a lot, to create something bigger. So you're becoming a bit of an alchemist here. The Magician, again, just manifesting. You guys are just tapping into that true power within you to understand that you, and I think you'll also be having a lot of confidence in this month too of what you can bring into your reality as well. So this may be where your path changes is what I'm hearing, is since that Tower card, I believe you'll find that you're reaching goals a lot quicker. You're finding yourself being a little bit more powerful actually. So this Tower card is really big for you. It does feel like some sort of breakthrough, to be honest with you, that's really helping you to step into your own self here. The King of Pentacles. In the month of September, expect a windfall here. Expect yourself to be in a high position. So if you're in a workplace, you will be getting promoted, you'll be getting a pay rise, you're going to be feeling luxurious, okay? So whether you're in high demand or whether you are just having a lot of wealth around you or within you, whatever it may be, you're feeling really, really good. And look at him. He's dressing well. He's looking well. For some of you, a big part of manifesting this year is dressing the part, okay? Don't just manifest and wish for it. Dress the part. Dress as the person who has the things that you want to have in the future, okay? Dress as it now. Because I feel like you showing up as that energy is what helps you step into it. All right. Expect some sort of good news in your workspace. All right. King of Pentacles can be an earth sign that comes into your life in the month of September that has some sort of influence for you guys here. October, damn, Five of Pentacles. This is feeling at a lack, all right, feeling a bit abandoned in the month of October. This may also bring about some financial issues. So I don't know what happens from the King of Pentacles to the Five, but it does feel like you might go through a little bit of a drop financially, but don't let that discourage you. Make sure you do ask for help or seek solutions, not problems, in the month of October here, okay? It could be an unexpected financial hit. here. Or again, maybe you find that the people who you thought were going to be there for you are no longer there for you. You might just feel alone, okay? It doesn't just have to be financially. The Five of Pentacles is feeling quite left out, all right? Feeling like you're in need of help or in need of company or whatever it may be that you're feeling like you've lost. You will make that back, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. This is a time of reflection and being in your own company and recognizing what might need to be healed or focused on. All right, changes are coming through within the end of the year because October is 5, November is 5. Five of Cups is disappointments, focusing too much on the negatives rather than the positives here. It could be some disappointing news, and it feels like it's still coming from the October energy, so you might be in your feelings in the month of November. Again, look at the bad if you need to look at it. It's good to learn lessons from things that spilled or have gone wrong here. This could just be small little mistakes that we're kind of making. We're making a mountain out of a molehill in the month of November. So pay attention. It's good to speak to somebody. Sometimes it can really help us to actually recognize that, oh, a situation actually has a solution. I'm not stuck. I'm not actually, I think you're just disappointed, and some of you might need to get those feelings validated so that you don't dwell in them for too long. All right, focusing on the positives, of course. Focus on where you're putting your energy, just like you were doing in the month of April, because it will really help you feel more confident here and more in control of your life. In the month of December, expect a gift. All right, expect some financial windfall, expect a new beginning, a new lesson, okay? Some of you definitely are going to be investing in something in the month of December. Again, you are receiving some form of income, a new idea to create or generate more income, or just stability in your life. For some of you, this might be a new home or just really stable new energy coming up for you guys. So just a blip here. All the rest of the cards and the rest of the months are good, so that's amazing and very transformative for you guys around this time. Make sure you check your other placements here, Scorpio, so that you can get a deeper understanding of how this year will impact you. But anyway, I wish you guys all the best, and I hope you guys have an incredible 2024. Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your part of the reading. All right, make sure you're checking your other signs as well. But let's dive into how this year is going to be for you guys, okay? Alrighty, I've already pre-shuffled the deck. I just split it for you, so let's dive in. Let's see. All right, for the month of January, justice is coming in. If you're dealing with any legal situations, they will be balanced out, okay? They will be done in a fair way. Make sure you are double checking your information. So whether that's your documents, for example, that can be quite important for you in the month of January. But ultimately, what this is kind of saying to me is that you're creating a balance in your life, okay? If things have been unfair in the past, you are bringing them into balance. You are causing the scales here to balance themselves out. You might be, fixing what you feel like you've lost. If it's self-confidence, if it's money, whatever it is, you are kind of you're creating a balance here in your own life and taking control of that. But others of you, this is about karmic energy. So again, some of you could be divorcing, or some of you again are just really disconnecting from things that have I feel like you're getting good karma in the month of January, basically. If anything has been unfair, things are being righted. If anything's been wronged, they're being righted in the month of January. And of course, it doesn't make sense, literacy. Is that a what? Sagittarius, I need to stop talking. In terms of literature, that doesn't make sense. But what it feels like is like anything that has been done in a negative way or in an unfair way is going to be called into balance here. And I feel like you're the one calling it into balance. Month of February, 10 of Wands here. We are being called to let go of something that has been challenging. All right, could still be to do with this justice energy. Do not carry this with you. Some things are not your responsibility. All right, in the month of February, and you're really being called to let go of something that's been really challenging for you, okay? 10 of Wands can also suggest that in February, you're finally coming to a close of a chapter that has been exhausting. And it could, again, be in relation to all of this injustice that you guys have been going through. You're creating a balance here, and you're finally going to be able to kind of let this all go and come to the end of that chapter of your life so that you can live freedom, and freely without worrying or stressing about something here, okay? In the month of March, you have the Hermit, spending some time alone. You could be going on a little bit of like solo retreats, solo travels, or just really spending some time in your own energy to reflect, to think about things, to analyze things. You will be stepping into, you will be talking to and communicating with your higher self within this month, and I think that's very important for you. You might feel alone. with the Hermit card in the month of March. But I feel like this is for a reason. You are having to look at certain maybe relationships that you've had in the past, so that you know moving forward what you are deserving of and what you will, not settle for anymore, to be honest. The Hermit also brings in the fact that you guys will be analyzing some things. Again, coming from a place of wisdom though, you've learned a lot, probably from 2023 to be honest, but moving into this new year, there is a lot of things that you are learning and being able to let go of. So this Hermit energy is almost like a pause to reflect on these situations, so that moving into the next few months of the year, you will apply this wisdom and apply this knowledge into the new energy that you seem to be creating for yourself. So in the month of April, there might be a significant air sign for you guys, as in Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. All right, but regardless of signs, you could be dealing with somebody who's quite cold and detached, or that is how you are becoming, okay? You guys are becoming a lot more clear, a lot more determined, a lot more focused. You guys could be benefiting around this time to communicate. The King of Swords is very intelligent, so if this is an energy that you guys are embodying, that you might benefit from writing things or educating people or teaching people or speaking to a crowd for some of you, okay? This is calling for you to use your voice in the month of April. All right, don't back down from using your voice, and make sure that we're not taking anything personally in the month of April. Use your logic, use your discernment. Don't take anything to heart in the month of April. Come in with a bit of like an armor, to be honest. I don't know what you're going up against, but it needs logic, not emotion, just logic. All right. When it comes down to the month of May, you have the Six of Pentacles, which is good, bringing balance into your life, which is great that it's coming up on top of the Justice card, to be honest, because again, I feel like you will make a financial increase between January to May. That could be a promotion that happens in the Six of Pentacles. You could be receiving more money, or again, the things that you're actively doing and paying attention to in the month of May is going to pay off for you. This is Faye. This is focusing in the month of May on things that you're giving your time and energy to, or your resources to. You could be having a little bit of a reassessment when it comes down to what you're spending your finances on. Is this good for me? Is this just draining me? What am I spending my energy on? Is this good for me? Is this draining me? You'll be a lot more focused on having a balance between fun and work, whatever that is to you. It doesn't have to be career-wise. I just mean that in things that require your energy and things that you just like to do in your spare time. You're having a really nice balance within the month of May. When it comes down to it, you'll be focusing more on your health. You'll be focusing more on your routines, your daily routines, and again, what you're giving your time and energy and money to, okay? In the month of June, you have the Page of Swords. This could be that you face a little bit of criticism. This is a triggered energy, so it could be you this month, but it can also be somebody else, okay? Pay attention to people who might twist the truth, all right? Bit of manipulation going on here. You might be dealing very specific only with somebody. You will know who this person is because something about their mouth will stand out to you. It might be a way that they speak. It might pull to one side. They could have like a defect, that's the word coming to mind, with their lips or their teeth or their smile or like the corners of their mouth. I don't know what that is about, but that's coming up for some reason for some of you. In the month of June, there might be some criticism, there might be some jealousy, there might be some haters going on. People are definitely watching you in the month of June, but just don't let that trigger you, okay? Make sure that we come to it with that King of Swords energy. All right, this could be about your children as well for some of you, but the King of Swords energy is something that might benefit you. All right, keeping that energy that you had in April in the month of June will be very important, because some people will try to come at you with false information, false facts, and it's asking for you to make it right. Either confront it or completely ignore this immature energy, to be honest. You could also be diving into your own research at this time, and again, it might be asking you to do that. Make sure you are going for your own information and not just information that's being fed to you, because there might be a little bit of inaccuracies going on there. In the month of July, you have the Emperor taking control. Is coming through here for you, Sagittarius. The Emperor is an energy of being an entrepreneur or a boss or building an empire for yourself. The empire could just be a certain life that you want to live, okay? A legacy that you want to build, or the way that you want to parent for some of you. I don't know why that came up, but that's coming through here. The Emperor is again about taking control of things that are in your control, standing in your power here, Sagittarius, and calling the shots and being able to delegate, be a leader of some kind in the month of July, even if it's just of yourself. All right, whatever you do in the month of July will really, I feel like you're making big moves. All right, you're making big changes in the month of July, but it's coming from a place of power and understanding and determination and action here, so it's all good. The month of August is requiring for your patience here. Three of Wands represents you are manifesting, but it might take a little while for you to come in. There could be some delays in the month of August that might frustrate you a little bit, but something that they're saying here, the Three of Wands, is that when you've put the energy out there, it will come back to you. Don't be disheartened by the timing of it. Everything happens in divine timing and when it needs to. And again, if things are outside of your control, such as the timing of something or when something's going to happen, then we need to pull back our energy that's going towards that so that we don't frustrate ourselves or lose energy or lose sleep over things that are completely beyond what you are capable of, okay? Again, will be some delays from what's coming your way, but I feel like I think you still are going to get what it is that you desire, okay? The month of September has the Devil. Could be hearing from somebody who's a little bit toxic here. But the Devil is also in regards to our own fears and our own limitations here. So again, it could be a bit of fear coming up in the month of September. You could be worried about some things here, or there could be some temptation coming up to go back to old habits, whatever it is for you guys. The Devil is here so that we can understand that we can rise above it, to claim our power back from it, to cut ties with anything that is draining you, is a bit of an energy vampire within this month, or again, any fears that are trying to block your blessings and to bring you to a lower vibration. I do think that you're elevating with that Hermit in the beginning of the year. We can see that you're looking at things from a higher perspective. September might be a little bit of a pessimistic month, but I think you need to look at the company that you keep, and maybe that is an influence about why you're feeling that way. All right. The month of October, you have the Nine of Cups. Someone has a crush on you in the month of October. You're hearing about someone's feelings here. But of course, the Nine of Cups is also about wish fulfillment. So in the month of October, you will get what it is that you've been asking for. This could be something that you've been waiting for since August, but maybe not. But this is a really happy month for you. Ultimately, your feelings will be really considered by a lot of people, but also from the universe as well. You're going to feel very happy in the month of October because something is happening the way that you want it to. In the month of November, this seems to spark your confidence because in the month of November, you're feeling and looking attractive. You're looking good. You're feeling good. All right. This is an energy where you're feeling more creative. It's your season, so it makes sense. You guys are in this energy. You might feel called towards, doing new things or having new experiences, or again, bringing some fiery energy into this month. And I really like this energy. Again, you'll be glowing. I feel like something about your looks will be standing out, shining out, or again, it's just your aura and your kindness and your creativity and your funniness that's standing out a lot, okay? Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign at this time. There could be romantic connections going on here in the month of November. In December, Three of Cups is beautiful because this speaks of celebration, friendships, okay? It's going to be highlighted for you in the month of December, the people that you have around you. This is also a month of really good gratitude, all right? Feeling content, feeling happy. You may not be where you want to be in life, but you will feel happy that you have certain people around you to celebrate with in the month of December, okay? It's another card about, abundance. Usually it's a card with lots of fruits in the background and flowers, which represents, again, abundance. So you will feel very satisfied by the end of the year. There'll be a lot of celebrations and friendships. All right, my angels, make sure you check your other signs to see on a deeper level how this might be impacting you. All right, your sun, moon, and rising signs, or any other signs that you feel called towards looking at. But aside from that, I wish you guys all the best, and I hope you guys have a great year. Hello, my lovely Capricorns. Let's dive in. Let's see what's going on for you guys this year, okay? I'm ready for those, but let's carry on. I've already pre-shuffled your cards, but I'm just going to quickly do it again and split the deck for you guys, all right? Let's have a little look together and see, okay? Let's see, for January, you have the Knight of Wands. You're feeling creative. There could be an actual passion or idea that you guys are actually like taking a leap on, taking a leap with. This is a really optimistic card, to be honest with you. So that's a really good sign for your energy. You could have a lot of energy at this time, to be honest. So you could actually benefit from, you know, having a release of that, like exercising, or maybe those are your New Year resolutions, is to be active in whatever way, shape, or form, or to be more creative. All right, and in which case the Knight of Wands is really good for that. You can expect some travel maybe in the month of January. There could also be to do with, you know, learning new things, you know, going into new kinds of education, or focusing on, you know, your beliefs, your subconscious mind. For some of you is what I'm picking up on as well. Okay, but either way, a lot of growth, to be honest with you, in the month of January. In the month of February, you're going to be feeling super successful. All right, this is you overcoming difficulty. This is you overcoming chaos and conflict in your life. This is you feeling good and looking your best. For a lot of you hit Capricorn as well, okay? Expect some victory when it comes down to your career, your passions, okay? This is you kind of being on a high horse in the month of February, so maybe getting a lot of attention in your career, reaching an audience for some, or again, just being in demand. This can also be in terms of your relationships. You could actually have a lot of people who really want to speak with you, Capricorn, who want to take you on a date, who see you and who want to take you out, all right? The Six of Wands is about gaining attention, okay? Really positive attention, and that's why you're feeling super, I want to say glorious. The sun is shining on you in the month of February, so it feels like you're in high demand, okay? I'm feeling very happy about it, to be honest with you. In the month of March, we have the Nine of Wands, feeling a bit protective of yourself, to be honest with you. Nine of Wands tells me that in the month of March, you will be getting ready for something, getting prepared for something. Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior vibe, so some of you guys might feel a little bit hurt within this month. Nothing serious, but you don't want to repeat old cycles, or you don't want to be caught off guard, basically. So the Nine of Wands tells me that you might be a little bit defensive in the month of March, and definitely have a protective layer over yourself, which is fine. Just make sure you're not closing yourself off of opportunities or things that might be good for you. But again, a lot of wand energy, so a lot of career and passions coming up for you guys in the beginning of the year. And you have the Eight of Wands. Oh my gosh. In the month of April, expect things to speed up for you, which is very interesting. That guard that you had in March gets dropped, and a lot of opportunities come your way, okay? You could take a break, to be honest with you, with the Nine of Wands in the month of March. But again, in the month of April, a lot of opportunity comes your way. Life definitely starts speeding up for you. I'm just going to adjust the camera a little bit, guys. I feel like it's a bit blurry, but I hope you guys are okay with that. Again, communication coming your way. You could be hearing from someone in the month of April, okay? Either way, it's good news what you are hearing here. So you're facing the sun, you're going towards the sun. Things in your life are changing rapidly in the month of April, okay? So again, it's coming from some good news that helps with some sort of movement or change. Again, this is good movement based on the things that you've been doing and keeping consistent with. So I really like that energy, to be honest with you. In the month of May, you have the Five of Pentacles. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't actually like the month of May, and I don't know why. For some reason in the last few readings, I've just not, in everyone's readings, I've not liked the month of May, even if it's got good things in it. So I don't know if that's a global thing to keep an eye out on. Five of Pentacles tells me that you might be feeling a little bit under the weather in the month of May. This may be financially feeling like a big hit comes your way that you were not expecting. Some of you could be dealing with some abandonment issues, or feeling a little bit left out in the cold by some people, feeling a bit alone in the month of May. They're asking you here to focus on filling in that hole. Some of you might even just recognize that there is something within you that feels a bit off. This could be even past things coming back up, to be honest, in the month of May. That's kind of revisiting old pains, old wounds, for you to fix it and for you to fill it in, and not wait for someone to come in to do that for you, but to do it yourself. All right, again, whatever feels like happens here in the month of May, I think you can deal with it. All right, so don't worry. Month of June, you have the Eight of Swords. This tells me that you might be feeling a little bit stuck up in your head or stuck in your circumstances in the month of June. Again, another really major message going through with this is to remind yourself that you have the power to push through any obstacles that come your way. Sometimes our mind can be the biggest enemy of all, to be honest, because it can really trick us into making us feel stuck or hopeless in situations where there actually are some solutions here, and maybe are a few solutions, but you can't see it because we're thinking too much about the problems, and that we're stuck. So be careful of what you're repeating to yourself and what you're saying to yourself. Make sure you are looking beyond your own perspective so you can actually find some solutions in the things that you're dealing with. Okay, you are free. Make sure you remember that. You might be feeling a little bit worried and anxious here, but I do see that there are really good solutions to your problems, and ones that might be easier than what you anticipated. In the month of July, we have the Lovers card. It could be some love coming away within this month. This could be meeting your soulmate, deepening a connection with your soulmate, taking things to the next level with them. But this is also about your decision making in the month of July. It's going to be very important for you. Could be just a big decision coming up, and it's asking for you to follow your heart. Okay, what calls your name more? Okay. In the month of August, you have the Four of Cups. This is feeling a bit bored in the month of August. Emotionally, you're feeling like something is missing in your situation, so you could be figuring out what that is. You will be feeling a little bit more creative, or using your imagination a little bit more. Could be having more vivid dreams in the month of August, to be honest. With the Four of Cups, don't reject things just because they don't look the way that you thought they would look. Because some of you might actually be receiving some opportunities from the universe, but you might be denying it because you're closing yourself off from it, okay? Or you might be so busy up in your mind that you're not seeing the opportunities that are in front of you. I would say with the Four of Cups, don't overthink, don't get too stuck in your own head. Again, similar message to this energy, but this is more emotional and mental. Just pay attention to what you're rejecting, all right? Or any rejection around this month could be significant for you to kind of find your own peace in a situation. All right, just be careful of what you might be closed off to without realizing. All right, in the month of September, you have the Three of Wands. Let me move that up so you guys can see. This is a card of patience, needing to wait for something. There could be some delays in the month of September, feeling as if things aren't moving as fast as they were in the beginning of the year, but that's okay. Honey, life is, a flow of, back and forwards, in and out, up and down. It's slow and then it's fast, it's slow again. Life is a bit of a spectrum, to be honest with you, so it's okay that things take time now, because what matters the most is that you are manifesting in something. All right, so don't lose courage, don't lose faith. There might be some delays in the month of September, but your efforts will not go unnoticed. You are manifesting something in the month of September, okay? And here it is. In the month of October, here's your wish fulfillment. This is a card of healing. This is a card of vulnerability. This is a card of standing out for some of you. So if it's success that you're wanting in this year, then this is definitely happening around October time, at least reaching a peak. You are successful in the beginning, but the Star card is really, really big things coming your way, okay? This is wish fulfillments, all right? All that good stuff is coming for you in the month of October, so really, really amazing month for you. In the month of November, it's Sagittarius season, so it only suits us having a Sagittarius card there. Again, balance. You have gained something big in the last months, but this is a time to kind of learn how to incorporate this blessing in the month of November with the other things you've got going on in your life. Don't be afraid to take a pit stop or a break in the month of November. You deserve it, number one, but also you might need to kind of put your foot in the water first to try something out. I'm almost seeing trial and errors in the month of November, but to be patient with it, okay? Good things take time, and that's something that you're being called to remind yourself of in the month of November, because we need to balance things out before we move forward on our journey, okay? And December brings in new beginnings, new cycles, which is very fitting for that time of year, to be honest with you. So it goes full circle here. You are receiving a lot of success, and by the end of it, you will have a new, fresh beginning for the new year. Whatever you are attaining in the last few months of the year, it does feel like it's going to carry on in the months of 2025 after this year. So amazing things, new cycles, all right, new beginnings coming up for you at the end of the year, a new you. This is my glow up card as well, my lovelies. But that's all I have for you. Make sure that you check your sun, moon, and rising, and any other signs that you feel like you resonate with a lot, okay, other placements you feel like you resonate with a lot. But aside from that, I hope you guys have an incredible new year, and I hope to see you guys next time. Hello, my lovely Aquarius. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's dive straight in. All right, I've already pre-shuffled this deck for you guys, but let's split them and see for my lovely Aquariuses across the world. I don't know why I always say that when you're recently been saying that a lot. I don't know why, but anyway, let's dive in. Alright, January, you start off with some wish fulfillment. This is a very happy month for you, especially when it comes down to your emotional vibes that are going on, okay? So even if you don't have the material world to show up for you, you definitely have the emotional world showing up for you. And what that means is that you're just going to feel happy regardless of what's happening around this time. Expect a wish fulfillment of some way, some shape or form. I always see this card in this deck representing like dating and love and romance as well. I don't know, it just, the vibes it brings me is that kind of energy. So your emotions are definitely just feeling happy, feeling content, feeling optimistic, feeling like things are really working out for you in the month of January. And again, things are showing results from the things you put an effort into. In the month of February, what you can expect is a little bit of a fight coming up, but I don't mean that in terms of an argument. I do mean that in a sense of you are fighting for your right to have something. Seven of Wands is despite the odds, you will be successful, so there will be some challenges coming up for you in the month of February, but these are things that you can completely handle on your own, okay? If you need help, make sure you reach out for it, but the Seven of Wands tells me that you are fierce in the month of February, and you will tackle those problems, okay? You are a problem solver in the month of February. And if anyone goes up against you, you're still standing up for yourself. You're stepping in your power here, and you're not discouraged by what comes your way, okay? In the month of March, we see a lot of results coming in. Eight of Pentacles tells me that your financial situation is going to be improving. You are going to be seeing a lot. Sorry, the lighting is just terrible at the moment. That you are going to be seeing a lot of results when it comes down to what it is that you are working on, okay? That's your skills, your talents, your abilities here. Whatever it is that you're working on here, you are going to start to see some progress, especially when it comes down to your actual talent, like your actual skill. You're getting better at something the more that you do it, okay? So practice makes perfect in the month of March. Don't be discouraged. I don't think that you will be anyway, but you're really improving, okay? You're really seeing and making an effort. In the month of April, you will be called to look after your health. Make sure that you're resting very well in the month of April here. And make sure you're also processing and healing maybe certain pains that you've been through. This is a month where you'll be made aware of things that you need to heal. So whether you're getting some news about your health, mental health, or you're just reflecting on some things and recognizing, you know, that you can look at it without feeling so hard. All right, so now is your time to really reflect in the month of April. You could be taking a time off. This is taking a break. All right, so when it comes down to your work, you could actually be having a vacation here or taking some time out to look after yourself here, okay? In the month of May, the Ten of Cups, we love that, especially coming through the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups tells me you'll be happy and fulfilled in the month of January. In the month of May, you're going to find a community around you to be happy with, okay? So whether that's a relationship looking really well, all right, and a wish fulfillment when it comes down to your family, or again, you and the people around you, everyone's happy, so it's a really good vibe in the month of May, okay? And it's a very happy outcome to the month. In the month of June, expect some financial independence, okay? Expect some luxuries to be coming away in the month of June. I am feeling as if you guys are having more than you need in the month of June. So again, financially, there is a lot of progress there over the last few months. I also see you really embracing your own energy, to be honest with this. You are very independent people. Those who I'm reading for, and this is you, sorry, I'm really fiddling with these cards. It's almost like they're not like getting straighter. They're not sitting on each other very well. But anyway, I hope the neatness doesn't bother you like it bothers me. But the peacock is also about shining bright, so you can expect some attention around, you know, you in the month of June. But this is not attention that you are demanding. This is simply just happening because you're just embracing and being present, okay? You'll be spending more time in your own energy, maybe even going on a trip for some of you, a solo trip, or just spending some more time giving to yourself, all right, and bathing in that luxury, taking that. It's a very relaxing card, to be honest with you. So taking time out when necessary to connect with nature, connect with yourself, and to really look at how far you've come. Very good month for you there. July, something's coming to an end in the month of July for you, Aquarius. This could be an ending of something that has been quite difficult for you, okay? You know, a situation that's been, you know, a bit of a blockage for you, or finally closing out a cycle here from whatever's happening in April. There could be an ending to that, okay? This is usually like a darkness before dawn, so this might be a difficult month for you guys when it comes down to accepting an ending. But remember, you know, time heals all wounds at the end of the day, or sometimes it gets a little bit easier to deal with over time. So that Ten of Swords says don't be too discouraged. This month there will be some strong endings, but that doesn't mean that those are bad. All right, what this is that we're clearing space for the sun to come up and rise and to plant new things, okay? So if things don't work out, or if things come to an end, don't be too discouraged. You then have in the month of August the Knight of Cups. This is about emotional vulnerability. Someone who may end things with in this month might be apologizing in August. You could be hearing from somebody in the month of August, or there could be some new love coming your way in the month of August. This can also be you addressing certain emotions that may have come up from the previous month. To be honest with you, these do feel connected. In the month of September, you have the Wild card. Amazing new beginnings coming through for you guys. This feels like a new person, new life. You are becoming a new person in the month of September, okay? So very big changes here when it comes down to you personally, the way that you do things. You are closing out cycles, beginning new ones, glowing up, all right, is an energy that comes through with this. A lot of new energy. Could be moving, for example, or traveling at that time. I think it's going to be very eye-opening for you. In the month of October, you are being asked to take a little bit of a pit stop when necessary. Follow your gut instincts is what I'm hearing for you, my lovely angels, because if you feel like you need a break, or you feel like you need to take some time out to pause for a second, this is a really good month to do that in October. It is about balance. It's Libran season, to be honest, around that time. So you are being called to bring things into balance here, and to remind yourself that not everything looks the same. So the good could be one big thing, and the bad could be 4 small things. But, you know, are we going to focus on the fact that we have had 4 bad things happen, or one big thing, you know, that balances it out, okay? It's almost like that's the energy that's coming in. Be careful what you focus on. But most importantly, this is a really good month for you to balance yourself, to get to know yourself a little bit better, to tap into yourself. You could be meditating a lot more here, or, you know, focusing on your higher self, your spiritual stuff, you know, just balancing your ideas. This is not a good month to take action on anything, but to rebalance, to reassess, and to recalibrate before you move on in your journey. Make sure we're patient in this month. This is not a good time to rush anything, but to kind of breathe and to be sensual, to be honest. In the month of November, you have the 4 of Cups. This is feeling a little bit jaded, bored in the month of November. Things might not be moving the way that you want them to. You can get yourself lost in imagination a little bit too much. Be careful of distractions and, you know, being distracted a bit too much. You might be zoning out quite a bit when you've got work to do, for example. So just pay attention to this energy. In the month of December, you have some huge transformation that happens in the month of December. This could be just the fact that you feel by the end of the year that you're ready for new, to rebirth into a new year, which is the energy that happens every time anyway. Death card can also mean that you guys are experiencing some changes in your environment, okay? Some endings happening for you guys here. But again, these are transformations. These are inevitable transformations at the end of the day. The Death card comes in only when it's necessary, beyond our control, of course, but we have to adjust to the changes that happen around this time. So I think that's why we had to recalibrate, because there was some big transformation happening by the end of the year. Alrighty, my angels, so that is what I have for you. Make sure you check your other signs to dive deeper into what this year will have for you, your other sun, moon, rising signs. Alright, my lovelies, and I hope to see you guys next time, alright? Hello, my lovely Pisces. I hope you guys are well. Let's dive straight into it. All right, I've already pre-shuffled your cards, so we're just going to split the deck for you guys. All right, so now we're ready. Let's see what's going on for you guys this year. So in the month of January, we're starting off with a really strong, stable new beginning. Okay, this could be a different way of handling your finances. This could be a work opportunity that comes your way. In the month of January, the Ace of Pentacles brings stability. It is a seed. It's up to you to plant it in this month. So make sure that we are dedicating time to giving. This month is what I really feel like, giving to your goals, giving to the people around you. I really feel like this giving energy is really going to return back to you throughout the rest of the year. So Ace of Pentacles is all about planting new seeds, starting new things, new projects you guys could be focusing on, new streams of income. All right, either way, you're really focusing on your stability. Okay, there could be a new home, all right, coming up around the month of January as well. Just a really new solid beginning, one that you're ready for, one that you're planting the seeds for, you're ready to work on. All right, a lot of determination coming through with this card, to be honest with you. The vibes that I'm getting here is that you're receiving something and you're being asked to give from that. All right, so whether it's just you're being given a blessing and you're being told to pass that on to others, to be honest with you, okay, as well. In the month of February, this is very strong Piscean energy for you, which is your energy. You really are going to be in a situation of observing. All right, and when we're seeing, like, with this new beginning, you are going to be trying to figure out what you can do with it that makes it different. So if you have like a company idea, you have the idea in January, you have the, you're working on the building of it, but in the month of February, you're really going to be differentiating it. If that makes any sense. Now, outside of career, that you are going to be really contemplative in the month of February. You're being asked to not rush anything, to just observe. I would say not to take any action in the month of February. It doesn't feel like a good month for that, but it is a great month for really looking at things differently, from understanding a different perspective of life, of situations that go on around you. Not a good time to engage in any drama, not a good time to engage in anything that might pull your energy. You'll be becoming a lot more intuitive in the month of February. All right, it's your season, I guess, as well, to be honest. It's February, right? February, March. So you guys are really kind of stepping into a deeper understanding here, and especially around your birthday, if it is in February, that it just feels like you guys are kind of like learning a little bit different, like a different lesson when it comes down to life. Like the way that you're seeing things is very more, not just more mature, it's just very different. I don't know, you're feeling different in the month of February, like there's something different about you. More cool, calm, collected. Again, you're not pouncing on things in the month of February, you're just taking your time. I like it. It's not a bad energy. And in the month of March, you have the Empress. Some of you could be expecting a child around this time, but it's a very fertile time for you regardless. The Empress speaks about creating or birthing something, bringing something into existence. So you guys could be planning on something in the month of March, or again, if you've been planning something for the year, you will be kind of bearing the fruits and attracting in the blessings that come from it, okay? This is a really good month for self-love, for paying attention to your health, paying attention to, again, an act of self-love. Anything that is an act of self-love is very important. It's something that you're going to be doing and focusing on around this time. The Empress is also Venusian. Could be something going on with your mother figure around that time, okay? But also, this is a really good time for you just kind of being in that Empress energy and being and embodying beauty. You guys could be glowing up, focusing on your looks a little bit more. In the month of March, again, if that's your birthday season as well, but it is just Pisces season in general, so you will be shining, you will be kind of attracting in a lot of opportunities and blessings and abundance in the first beginning of this year. So I like that energy. In the month of April, more Piscean energy, and apologies for that notification. This is your energy again. You're coming in very strong in the beginning of this year. We have this on-off energy, action and wait, and then blessings and then wait. The High Priestess speaks of secrets, hidden knowledge, heightened intuition. So these are all things that you guys can expect within this time. If you guys are psychics or intuitives, then this is definitely a time where you'll be working on your abilities and really diving deeper into finding some clarity when it comes down to your situations. There might be some secrets around this time. You could be keeping secrets, other people could be keeping secrets, but the High Priestess tells me that you have a really deep understanding either way on what is hidden from you. So if someone's keeping a secret, you can see right through that. All right. In the month of May, you have the Strength card, okay? So this is a card about balance of divine feminine, divine masculine energies. So you guys will be understanding the importance of, one, how strong you are. I have to put that in there, of course. How courageous you'll be feeling more courageous. You'll be feeling like taking action a bit more, but you'll be balancing that energy with also being vulnerable, being, taking some time out for yourself where necessary to rebalance yourself. You'll be understanding the importance of that divine feminine energy, which you've been doing already. So maybe it's the other way around. You've been in this beautiful energy and you'll be taking a lot of action again in the month of May. So again, on, off, on again. Okay, let's see the month of June, the moon. You have like a little bit of like back and forth going on for you guys this year already. The moon is about deep emotions, again, hidden things coming up for you within these months here, okay? You guys can be really kind of tapping into some subconscious stuff, to be honest with you, Pisces, and uncovering some deeper feelings that may have been hidden from you once upon a time. All right, I'm hearing that you guys are just seeing the tip of the iceberg here. So again, you're kind of going down to the layers of other things that you never even realized that you still felt, or you have, feelings about. Again, you are kind of recognizing that maybe something isn't as it seems. So I think you're tapping into trying to understand the full story to something is what I'm hearing as well. This might be an emotional month for you. You'll figure it out though, is what I want to say to you. In the month of July, expect balance to come into your life. This is you calling the shots here, bringing balance into your life, bringing karma. Karma will come into your life in the month of July as well, okay? So if it's not you balancing the scales, then the universe is going to do it anyway, because justice needs to be brought to a situation. This is definitely a time of truth. So again, if anything has been hidden from you and you've been sensing it in the month of July, you will figure it out and you will make actions according to what it is that you find out, okay? It's a very informative month is what I'm hearing. You might be dealing with some contracts at this time, and in which case, again, everything's out in the open. Make sure you do read the details just in case, but because this card is coming after the moon, again, I feel like truth is coming into a situation, and again, karma is coming in. So if you've been dealing with a little bit of hardships, you will be receiving that balance here. Libra energy coming through in the month of July. So you could be dealing with a Libra, could be dealing with legal situations where again, justice will be brought to a situation. All right, in the month of August, you have the Three of Pentacles. If you start a new work project or a contract here, Three of Pentacles is a good sign for saying that, building a plan, you're building on something, you're learning, you're collaborating with others in the month of August, and you're building a really good foundation. If there is anything that you guys are planning in the month of August, this really looks very solid. It feels good. Some of you might need to be more open to collaborating with others or working with others at this time, because there's power in people within the month of August. You could be redecorating the home or moving home. You have the Devil in the month of September. This is about, bad habits creeping back in or people creeping back in. So pay attention to that in the month of September. This can also be about fears and negativity. So be careful of falling into the temptation of worrying rather than actually actively trying to, do something about something. Don't dwell in anything. All right, anything that might be associated with the devil, I would stay away from when it comes down to the month of September, okay? We don't want to relapse. We don't want to focus on the negatives and only that. We don't want to feel stuck or trapped. We don't want to fall back into old habits. So those are all things that can come up with the devil. Can be about serious situations. So it could be like legal. I want to say legal. I know the devil is not exactly that, but it is about governments and structures beyond ourselves. So be careful of things trying to trick you into, believing that you have no power and that they have power over you. Whoever this is, whatever this is, all right, you can call your power back from that devil energy. When it comes down to the month of October, again, it's about balance, which is interesting now. That is really Libra season and about decision making. You guys could be trying to decide how to grow the thing that you've started off this year with something else. So again, new stream of income coming through here. You'll be finding yourself being busy in the month of October, trying to juggle a few things, but this is quite a good energy. I think you're keeping yourself distracted from the devil. You're moving forward, you're choosing growth. But again, a balance is needed here. And don't forget your emotions either. Month of November, a little bit of conflict here, conflict of interest, conflict between you and others, internal conflict, whatever this may be. This might be a challenging month for you because things just seem to not be going anywhere. All right, it's almost like everyone's disagreeing and there's no progress being made in the month of November, but don't let that discourage you, okay? because you then have the Magician, all right, which is, I'm hearing life's what you make it by Hannah Montana, like, so let's make it rock. The Magician coming through, yeah, I know I'm sad, but that's just what it is. The Magician coming through is like you are really uncovering your powers. I think something really kind of ticks you off in the month of November, to be honest, like something not going anywhere or not working out, or you know, other people creating some chaos in your life is really going to kind of inspire you in the month of December to just do something about your life, which is good. Because this is December, you will start new creations in the month of December. You'll have a new mindset. You'll be understanding your magic, your power that's within you here, Pisces, to create. All right, so by the end of the year, you will be tapping into that and uncovering that. You've already got energy about creating and all that stuff, so don't worry, it's not only at the end of the year, but you are really going to be manifesting in new things. And again, if you're starting from small by the end of the year with whatever this is, you will be able to make something big from it, okay? But you have to trust that you can visualize and bring that into your reality, okay? So don't pay attention to anyone who's a naysayer when it comes down to your plans, or anyone that you're trying to, you know, bring into your plans, because the Magician here says that you will deal with it. You will bring in what it is you desire, all right? And maybe some manifestations coming to light in December, okay? That proves everyone wrong. But anyway, my angels, make sure you check your other signs and your other placements, as they may also kind of dive deeper into how this year is going to be for you guys. But that's all I have for you. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I hope you guys have an incredible year ahead.